A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hi everybody, welcome back to A+ English. I'm Pat.
I'm Elsie.
And we're on the final part of our story article, Sweep, the Story of a Girl and Her Monster. Now, we played a fun game of Who's That Monster yesterday, and that leads to our warm-up question. What other monsters from legends do you know about?
Oh.
Who else can we think of?
Oh my God.
Okay, Dracula.
Dracula?
Yeah,
okay.
the vampire.
The vampire.
Frankenstein's monster. The one that the doctor created, okay?
Yeah, what else?
Any more really? Okay, you heard of Bigfoot?
Yes, Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, the one that lives in the kind of mountains and forests in North America.
Yeah.
And the Yeti up in the mountains between China and India.
Oh, there are a lot of monsters in that movie called The Goosebumps.
Oh, yeah.
So
King
Yeti's
Kong.
King Kong, yeah.
Giant big ape on Skull Island. See, what I want to know is, are there any special monsters that live in parts of Taiwan? Nobody's ever managed to tell me. The most I've heard...
Yeah, it's interesting.
There's some people say that in the mountains there's like a little girl ghost who kind of wears like a black hood or something like that. And hikers would like turn around and see her somewhere behind them, and then they'd look and then she'd be gone.
I didn't know that at all.
That's all I've heard. You haven't got like a Loch Ness Monster or any of the other British ones that we have.
I thought of Shrek.
Shrek's a good monster. That's a pretty cool monster.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Okay, well, those are some more monsters. Obviously, we've hit a subject I know a bit about. But let's now move on to find out about Charlie, the coal golem, and Nan, who he's got to try to protect. What's going to happen to them? Let's read the final part of the story.
Sweep, the story of a girl and her monster. Warm-up question. What other monsters from legends do you know about?
Nan, Charlie, and other sweeps take action to help poor children. The sweeps usually march in the May Day parade. However, this year, they make it into a protest. They hold signs with the names and ages of dead young sweeps.
So the article begins day 3 by saying Nan, Charlie, and other sweeps take action to help poor children. So what could they do to help poor children?
Maybe they could try to give them some food, give them shelter.
Yeah.
Or try to make people pay attention to them more.
That's the big one. They need to make sure everybody is aware that these children are being used as chimney sweeps and they die young. So this kind of thing did, of course, happen in the real world. Even Charles Dickens actually tried to help the young children in London. And in the US, there was a guy who went around taking photographs of all these hard, nasty places that children worked. And the US government saw the pictures like, we've got to stop this. And so they made laws about child work and things like that to make it better.
So it's important to raise awareness.
Exactly. So the article continues, the sweeps usually march in the May Day parade. So the May Day parade is supposed to celebrate the kind of beginning of summer in the UK. The 1st of May, or sometimes the first Monday in May, is called May Day, and it's a day off, which actually nobody works or goes to school on that day in the UK. And the May Day parade, as well as celebrating sort of the new thing coming in, the summer beginning. It's just a time for everybody to celebrate. It goes back thousands of years to sort of older gods as well. So the article says, however, this year, they make it into a protest.
Oh, so they're still in the parade, but
Yeah.
they're protesting something.
Exactly. Normally, people would wear fun costumes and walk down the street and play some music and celebrate, hey, it's May Day, summer's here, that kind of thing. But now, they're protesting. They're saying, this is a bad situation. Something's going wrong. We all have to stop it. Everyone pay attention.
They're trying to help children.
Exactly. So how do they do this? They hold signs with the names and ages of dead young sweeps. So, because this is key. Why would they put the names and ages?
So people can pay attention more.
Right.
Right? And they will know, oh, how horrible the situation is.
Yeah, and how young these people were, like died age 6, died age 7. And they're also giving the victims names. So they're kind of honoring them, they're remembering them, saying, don't just think of these as like, oh, some child, some orphan. These were real people with names. So you don't want more of these next year. Do something about it.
Yeah, just like the protests we see on TV these days.
Yes. So we'll talk about what happens next in just a moment. We're going to take a short break right here.
Charlie dresses in special clothes to be the parade's green man. However, Crud traps him. He tries to kill Nan. Charlie saves Nan and burns Crud. Charlie helps Nan remember old times with the sweep. Then, Charlie becomes Stone. He finished his job of keeping Nan safe. Soon, the laws about child workers change. Nan has a better life now. She'll always remember her golem, Charlie.
So Charlie is in this parade.
Okay.
But it might be a bit strange to see a giant walking piece of coal.
So Charlie did grow bigger.
He grew a lot bigger, I think, yes.
So does he look like a human being or?
I imagine he looks like this kind of, it's like he's got all black and kind of looks like a piece of walking coal. But we see Charlie dresses in special clothes to be the parade's green man. So this is a special English kind of old tradition that's to do with May Day. The green man is sometimes called Jack of the Green or Jack in the Green. And basically somebody dresses up like a big green tree. They put on bits of wood and they stick lots of leaves to it. So that person looks like just a big tree walking around.
Does it symbolize anything?
Again, it's the start of summer. It's the birth of nature. And you can actually see something called the green man. It's a little like, it's almost like a tree face. And you'll see it on many old buildings in English that, in England that sort of just decorate places. In the old days on May Day, people who milked cows would carry around things with like flowers in as part of the May Day celebration. And this kind of turns into a person dressed as a tree. And chimney sweeps in particular are associated with this tradition. It's just something that happened with chimney sweeps. Maybe after all the kind of black and dirty stuff, they wanted something nice and green and something
they want
like
to
that.
look fresh.
So that's an idea of who this green man is and why he's dressed up. But things start to go wrong. We see, however, Crud traps him. He traps Charlie in his tree costume and he tries to kill Nan.
So he tries to stop them from, you know, trying to make people stop.
Like child work. Yeah, I guess the idea here is that Crud's business is making children clean chimneys while he takes the money.
So he doesn't like the idea at all.
Right. If someone came along and said, we've got to stop this, children can't work anymore, Crud's out of a job, he's got no business, he can't work that way. So he's trying to stop things in this very mean way. But luckily we see Charlie saves Nan and burns Crud.
Wow.
So he gets punished for being a bad guy.
Charlie's the hero in this fairy tale.
He sort of is, yes. And then we see Charlie helps Nan remember old times with the sweep, the old man or the man who looked after her as a child. So they kind of remember all that happened. But what did we learn yesterday about when Charlie protects Nan and saves her life?
And then he'll die.
That's right. Unfortunately, Charlie's job as a golem is over. The article says, then Charlie becomes stone, kind of turns into a statue, something like that. He finished his job of keeping Nan safe. So, what do we think are some of the meanings and messages of this story?
The meanings and messages of this story, it talks about friendship.
Definitely, friendship is a big part of this. The friendship between Charlie and Nan is a huge part.
And it also talks about maybe, what else?
Kind of the idea that society has to look after each other. Society needs to look
teamwork.
after the children, make sure that people aren't in this situation. You know, we all need to work together, that kind of thing, to help the people who are poor and unfortunate so they don't end up working for mean bosses like Crud. I would say that is a message too. So the article continues, soon the laws about child workers change. So great, it worked. We see Nan has a better life now. She'll always remember her golem, Charlie. So would you say, this is the end of the story, would you say it's a sad ending or a happy ending?
Both.
Both.
Yeah. So by changing people's opinions on children's labor, that's a, happy ending.
Yeah, and Nan seems to have an okay life.
Yeah, but Charlie died.
Yeah, she lost her kind of monster and her friend. So,
that's the sad part.
Yeah, there is a word in English for this. It's bittersweet.
Bittersweet.
It's all one word. And it's a combination of like bitter, so kind of sad, and sweet, happy. A lot of stories end in this way, like the people have grown, things have gotten better, but not everybody has got through the story okay.
Yeah, and it also makes people think.
That's right. Yeah, it's more likely than just a happy ending where everybody's good. Maybe you don't think so much about it. So that is the end of our story, Sweep, the story of a girl and her monster. We're not quite done yet. I'm going to let Elsie do a bit of teaching of today's vocabulary and other things, and then I'll be back for our final review time activity.
今天第一个单字我们要看到的是 sign 这个名词，它代表告示，代表招牌。那另外呢，当名词用的时候也可以解释为迹象或是征兆，像是呢 a good sign 那就是一个好的迹象，好的征兆。那相反就用 bad 来形容。那如果是 a warning sign 那就是发出警告的征兆，那你要特别注意。那另外呢 sign 也可以当作动词使用，代表签名，所以呢人家可能会请你Please sign your name here. 那就是在这边签名。那单字例句给的是呢 The sign outside the door says open 7 days a week. 这扇门外的告示写着1周7天，天天营业。那再来第二个单字我们要看到的是 trap. 好，这边当作动词使用，代表把点点点困住或是使限于某个地方。那它的过去式跟过去分词呢，重复字尾 p 再加 ed， 念作 trapped。像是呢，我们可以说 Two people were trapped in the elevator during the earthquake. 地震发生的时候，有2个人受困于电梯内，所以说被动是很常出现的哦。那另外呢 trap 也可以当作名词，代表陷阱，设下陷阱，设置陷阱是 set up traps. 那单字例句给的是呢 Someone trapped us in the room, we couldn't get out. 有人把我们困在这个房间里面，我们出不去。那再来第三个单字是 burn 这个动词，代表烧死、烧伤。那它的过去式跟过去分词有2种，好，可以是字尾直接加上 ed 的，或者是呢你把它加上一个 t 也可以。那我们可以燃烧很多东西，比如说 burn letters 烧信啊，或者是 burn photos 烧照片啊，你不要看到的都把它烧掉。You can burn anything you want. 那被动态也是很常见的，所以我们可以说 The office building was burned to the ground 3 years ago. 办公大楼3年前被烧毁。那如果一个人 get sunburned, 那就是被晒伤了。那单字例句给的是呢 Don't play with matches because you might burn yourself. 不要玩火柴，因为你可能会烧伤你自己。那再来最后一个单字是 stone 这个字，解释为石头。那大颗一些的我们会用 rock 岩石来说。那石头可以怎么样使用这个字呢？ We can throw stones at somebody. 好，对某个人朝某个人丢石头，就可以用到刚刚的说法。那 stone 也可以当作石料，比如说 a stone wall， 那就是石墙。那单字例句给的是呢 People built this stone castle over 700 years ago. 人们在700多年前建造了这座石城。那再来 Magic Box， 我们看到的是 make A into B 的说法，就是将 A 转换变为 B， 我们也可以用 turn A into B 来说哦。那现在呢，我们就进到复习的时间吧。
Review time.
Okay, welcome to our final review time, everyone. Elsie and I are now going to challenge each other. We had 12 word power words from these 3 days of article story. We're going to take 2 of them and challenge the other person to make a sentence that uses both.
Only 2.
You might try 3. You think you can handle 3?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'll try my best though.
All right, I'll give you a nice, easy one to start off with, okay? I'm going to start by giving you the word mean.
Mean, okay.
And I'm going to give you the word dangerous.
Dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The little girl is dangerous because she's surrounded by mean monsters.
Okay, but she's not dangerous.
Did I say she's not dangerous?
Okay. You said
she is dangerous.
That means, she's in danger.
Oh, she's in danger and she's in a dangerous situation.
Because she's surrounded by mean monsters. Okay. All right, you want to give me a couple?
Okay, you want to try 3 words?
Oh, go on then, give me 3.
Okay, free.
Free. Mm-hmm.
Safe.
Save.
Trap.
Trap, okay.
Pretty easy, huh?
Those all kind of link together. Okay. I was trapped on my balcony by a fire. I couldn't get free, but the fire department came and sent up a ladder and they saved me. Okay.
Good job.
All right. Let's give you a couple of easy ones to go together. Burn stone.
Burn stone. This is not easy at all.
I'll make it a negative sentence. That's a clue.
Negative?
Yeah. Maybe using the word can't.
You can't burn anything with stone.
Or you can't burn stone.
Oh, you can burn stone.
No, not easily anyway. Okay, do you want to give me a couple more?
Sign.
Sign. Okay, hold your sign.
Alive.
Alive. Okay.
Raise.
Raise.
This is not
raised
easy.
Like a parent raised me.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did I say? Alive,
Alive,
raise,
sign,
and
raise. Okay.
sign, right?
The man was lost in the mountains, but when a helicopter came to look for him, he held up a sign saying that he was alive, so his parents, who had raised him, would feel relieved.
Oh, you were so good at it.
There, it was a little bit complicated, but we got there in the end.
Yeah.
But that's all the time we have right now. Thanks for watching us for these 3 days, everybody. For A+ English, I'm Pat.
I'm Elsie.
And we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Magic Box.
从前，从前，有位皇后生下了一位美丽的公主，然后呢，她便邀请了大家参与盛宴。不过，邪恶的魔女并没有受邀，但是她却不请自来。更糟的是，还对公主下了魔咒。天哪，越讲越精彩啊！童话故事为什么会这么好看呢？虽美人我是怎么把故事讲得如此的精彩？其实啊，故事中的起承转合可是非常非常重要啊，尤其呢是其中的转，正是把故事推到最高点的一大工程啦。那我们快来看看英文有哪些常见的转折词吧。The queen gave birth to a lovely girl. Then she invited everyone to celebrate it. 没有错，皇后呢生了一位美丽的公主。Then 然后他邀请大家一同庆祝。有听清我刚刚说的 then 吗？这个呢，也就是最常见的然后啊，或是接着的意思。当然，你也可以用 next。那像这种表示先后顺序的转折词，还有像是 first、second、last， 第一、第二、最后这些也算哦。那 the evil witch wasn't invited, however, she still went to the celebration. 邪恶的女巫并没有受邀。重点来咯，但是她还是不请自来啊。每次听到这个但是啊，就会知道说，有什么事情要发生咯。像是 however 就是一个经典的转折用法啦，和它一样表达对比的用法，还有像是 nevertheless 虽然、然而，或者是 on the other hand 另一方面怎么样等等的。恐怖的来了，更糟的是 What's worse? She put a spell on the girl. 没有错，她对那女孩下了魔咒啊！各位朋友，这边的 What's worse 也是属于其中的一种转折哦。尤其呢，在你想要加重强调某件事情的时候，另外像是 most importantly。更重要的是 especially 尤其是indeed 确实是，这些呢也都是一种强调的一个转折词哦。那大家是不是很好奇那女孩最后如何了呢？哒啦！不瞒你说啦，刚刚的那些呢都是我本人的故事，聪明的你还没有听出来吗？你看我现在好端端的，没有怎么样嘛，那都是因为呢我的 prince， 我的王子给了我一个 kiss， 破除了这个魔咒。真的是很帅Finally, the prince and the princess lived happily ever after. 是的，像 finally 最后 and conclusion， 也是一种转折词哦，主要呢用来引导出结论的。大家赶快把这些词套用看看，精彩的故事你也会说得非常好哦。